What's up, guys, and welcome back to the channel. And today we have another Dark Magician deck, because we had one not terribly long ago, but this one actually got in the top 8 of a PWCQ from Not So Fast. So this is quite the interesting deck. I mean, the big draw here is Last Will, so you can get out things like Injection Fairy Lily or Visor Shock, a classic card from Pharaonic Guardian. But yeah, going through here, so we got our Black Luster, our Visor Shock, we got 2 Chaos Sorcerer, got our Cyberstein, another Last Will target, which is pretty good. Our Dark Magician of Chaos, because we are running 2 copies of Dedication Through Light and Darkness. One of my, I guess, probably favorite super rares out of Invasion of Chaos, actually. Then we got Injection Fairy Lily. We got Jinzo. I love seeing Jinzo. I feel like Jinzo is really underrated in GOAT format. Like, you see him every now and then, but you don't see him that often, because a lot of people just play Zaborg or Mobius for a tribute monster, which I get, totally. But Jinzo he's that OG, and he stops trap cards. I mean, that's wonderful. Then we got our Sinister Serpent. We got 3 copies of Skill Dark Magician. We got 3 Thunder Dragon. We got Toon Cannon Soldier, so 1, we're able to spam out Toon Table of Contents, load up Skill Dark Magician with spell counters, so that's a benefit. Or just help them the deck and get to Toon Cannon Soldier, tribute stuff off, and use Last Will. So you got a few things you can do in here with that, which is pretty good. And then of course the star of the show, the Dark Magician, and my favorite art. Then going on to the spells, we got our Card Destruction, we got Through Dedication Through Light and Darkness, so we can get to our Demock a little bit quicker. Graceful Charity, Heavy Storm, our 3 Last Will, Lightning Vortex, a card that I love too, which is very nice to be playing in here. Mystical Space Typhoon, we got 2 Nox, Pot of Greed, Premat, Snatch Steel, our 3 Toon Tables. And then going into traps, we only got 5. We got Call the Haunted, 3 Phoenix Wing Wind Blast. This is a card I've really been enjoying too, personally. I mean, just bouncing stuff right back to the top of the deck. And we got a Ring of Destruction as well. So going into the side, it's just 5 different cards, 3 copies of them. We got 3 Mind Control, 3 Royal Decree, 3 Giant Grenade, 3 Token Thanksgiving, and then 3 Smashing Grounds. So it's quite the deck. I don't know. I personally really like this deck. This deck looks really fun. It seems really fun. I thought it played pretty fun. We're going to have 1 replay of a match. Probably not against like the best deck. I will preface that. But hey, it's still a fun deck to play. I mean, you don't have to go right for Dark Magician and the Dedication and Demock. You know, you have a lot of versatility in here. Kind of like the Exodia deck that plays Last Will that I really like. But let's go ahead, we'll dive into that replay. And they are going first. So this deck that we're playing against, I was not expecting. So they start off with 2 Lighten the Load, a card that my childhood best friend and I used to love always saying as kids. But once per turn, you can add 1 level 7 or higher monster from your hand to your deck and shuffle it, and then you draw 1 card. So that's, it's definitely not bad. And seeing what they're playing, the Sphinx from the Pyramid of Light movie, it's an interesting one. I was not expecting to get paired up with this, since we are in the ladder. So okay, they're playing 2 of those. I mean, Andro Sphinx is so interesting, but they toss back in the Black Luster Soldier. And yeah. I don't know, I just really was not expecting that. So we start off with some Thunder Dragon things, following up with some Toon things. just spam out all three and get our Toon Cannon Soldier. Then we Heavy Storm, just to, because I wasn't quite sure what he had down there, but I was definitely not expecting the Pyramid of Light. That's for sure. So we go ahead, I don't know why I didn't, honestly, I just wasn't thinking in this game, I guess. I don't know. I just wanted to burn him for 500, I guess, is what it really came down to. But then go ahead and do that since we got our light and a dark. We get our BLS out. So I guess that's why I did that. Looking back now, okay, maybe that made a little more sense. So we get in for 3,500 damage for our turn, 500 from the Cannon Soldier, and then Blackluster attacking in. And then we set our pre-mat just as a bluff. Of course, they draw MST, so we instantly lose that, unfortunately. Then, of course, they have Tribe Infecting Virus. They toss their Andro Sphinx and pop our Blackluster Soldier, our good boy, unfortunately. So we go ahead, we draw the Dedication. We are kind of not doing too hot, because then they play Breaker, and then they pop that, so all of our bluffs are kind of going out the window at this point. And we're getting hit with just these 16. But we draw into the Skilled Dark Magician, we attack the Tribe just to get that out of there. They draw into a Sandgan and set that. We play our knock. Totally forgot to put a spell counter on Skilled Dark Magician. Truly just ruining the whole reasoning for this deck of getting Dark Magician out. Truly a rookie mistake, an Apprentice Magician level mistake. But I keep drawing these Phoenix Wing Wind Blast, which is pretty nice. They're setting Sinister Serpent, so clearly they don't have a whole lot going on here. They set again. I figure it's probably just Sinister Serpent, because I don't know what else they have. But I go ahead and just Phoenix Wing win that. And then Ring of Destruction for game 1. So, not bad, not bad. I mean, didn't really play anything too heavy, like Dark Magician or DMOC or anything crazy like that. Didn't get Jinzo or Bizar Shock out. But they start off, they play Lighten the Load, and then set 3 additional with that as well. Really lightening the load in their hand. So we go ahead, we draw. We got a Lightning Vortex, Graceful Charity, Chaos Sorcerer, 2 Phoenix Wing, and a Toon Table of Contents. So, not bad, I guess, depending on the Graceful. But we go ahead, we just spam out our Toon Tables, and we get our Toon Cannon Soldier. So, not terribly bad. Graceful Charity, we draw the 3rd Phoenix Wing Wind Blast. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love this card, but getting 3 of it right off the rip like that is, you know, Space Olympics. We got Lightning Vortex too, so we got all these cards that we gotta discard for us. That's kind of, then Graceful Charity we have to discard our 2, unfortunately. So we get rid of Jinzo, and then we get rid of, I think, Cannon Soldier here. No, we get rid of Chaos Sorcerer, okay. We get out Cannon Soldier and just hit for the 500. And, yeah, then we set 2 Wing Blast and Call the Haunted, because why not? They play Pyramid of Light. They bring out their big guy, the Andro Sphinx. They also bring out Breaker to pop our back row, but we go ahead and just chain the Phoenix Wing onto that. And, yeah. I go ahead, discard the Lightning Vortex. We put Pyramid of Light back on top of the deck, so they lose their Andro Sphinx. Clearly, Anubis would be furious about this one. They attack in with Breaker. We flip the call, so we get our Jinzo back. So, not bad, not bad. We draw into Nobleman of Crossout. Obviously, not going to help us a whole lot here. We just attack into the Breaker, and that's that. So, it's not too much of riveting gameplay, but we're able to get Jinzo out, so it is kind of nice to see the classic boy himself out on the field doing what he does best, negating these trap cards, you know, just blasting left and right. So they go ahead, they set a card. We got Nobleman crossouts for days in our hand. So we hit the Fusilier with that. We attack in with Jinzo. And, yeah, we're kind of just laying the smackdown at this point. They play light in the load. They shuffle back in their BLS. Draw to Koichi. Not bad, not bad. But, fortunately for them, we have Nobleman of Crossout. So, tough luck there. And then they just admit defeat. Because, hey, that happens sometimes. When you get lucky and you get all these Phoenix Wing Windblasts and Nobleman of Crossouts, it's a lot. It's a lot. It's very annoying, too, to go against. Because I've gone against stuff like that before. But going against the Sphinx deck probably was not the most, I don't know, toughest deck to go against to really showcase this quote-unquote Dark Magician deck. But it was fun to get out Jinzo. I mean, obviously Jinzo's going to be stopping Pyramid of Light pretty hardcore there. But yeah, I mean, this deck, I think it's fun. It's definitely one that I would try out at at like a local setting. I don't know if I'd go too crazy with it, but I guess it really depends on the testing. But you guys comment down below. What do you think about this deck? I think this is a cool deck. It's a fun deck. It's something different. It's something different that we aren't quite used to in GOAT format, which it's always nice when people are bringing something a little different to the table as opposed to the usual, you know, Chaos Turbo, Chaos Control that we so often see win and top all these GOAT tournaments. So hopefully one of these days Dark Magician can certainly do it. But yeah, comment down below what you guys think. Be sure to like the video, be subscribed, notification bell ring if you like this sort of content. Be sure to check out those links down below as well too. Check out the Etsy store for that GOAT Club t-shirt. Be sure to use that TCG player link if you're buying any GOAT cards as well too. We will see you guys on the next one. Goodbye. Mwah. And good night.
I, Seto Kaiba, president of Kaiba Corp, implore you to check these recommended videos. While you're at it, hit subscribe and first stream that notification bell for all future videos.